everyone. In last video we have discussed about the CCTV system. In that we have learned till DVR. Now we are going to discuss about the DVR, why the DVR is used, what is the functionality of DVR and etc. Here I am going to discuss first of all full form of the DVR, that is the digital video recorder, and this digital video recorder is used for the recording purpose. As discussed in the last video, this DVR is used for processing all the signals coming from the CCTV camera and storing that signal into the hard disk in the digital format. Here two important parts of the DVR are hard disk and another one is the motherboard. Motherboard is basically used to process all the signal coming from the CCTV camera, and hard disk is used for the storing the data. The DVR having the ports 8 ports, 16 ports, 32 ports, 64 ports. Here the motherboard and hard disk having the important role in the DVR. The DVR is connected to the monitor. DVR gives the output to the monitor for showing or displaying purpose. It takes the input from the CCTV camera. After the DVR we are going to discuss about the monitor. As we have discussed, monitor is used for the displaying purpose. It displays the signal coming from the DVR. So in the CCTV system, in place of monitor we can use any device which can show, which can display the signal. So monitor is basically used for showing or displaying. The display screen of the monitor depends on the ports of the DVR. As we have discussed, now the DVR having the various types of port, that is 8 port, 16 port, 32 port, 64 ports. These ports are basically used to accept the input from the CCTV camera. So if any DVR having which is 8 port DVR, so it can accept the 8 CCTV camera, and if it can accept the 8 CCTV camera, then monitor can show the 8 small screens on their display. In the DVR there are various ports are also available, such as the USB ports, input ports, audio ports, output port, etc. So monitor having the function to display the signal coming from the DVR. We have total discussed about the CCTV system. Now to turn on that CCTV system we need power supply. As in the domestic use we are using the AC power supply, but as we have discussed that the CCTV camera or DVR or monitor are totally electronics devices and they can used on the DC supply only. But in India or in world no one can generate the DC power supply. Here we can generate only AC power supply. So we are going to discuss what is the AC supply and what is the DC supply. As we all know that we in the our home we are using the AC power supply, which is having the 230 volt AC supply, single phase AC supply, whose frequency is 50 Hz. But as the CCTV camera, DVR and monitors are the electronics devices, they want DC power supply. So we have to convert the AC supply into the DC supply. So we are going to discuss about the what is the AC supply and what is the DC supply. So now we are going to discuss the AC quantity and DC quantity. First of all, AC quantity. AC quantity is known as the alternating current. The definition of AC quantity is the quantity whose magnitude and direction changes with respect to time. That quantity is known as the AC quantity. In diagram, it shows the waveform of the AC quantity. Here you can see that there is the two axes are available. On x-axis there is a time period, and on y-axis there is the any AC quantity. It can be voltage, current or power. So it will be considered as AC voltage, AC current or AC power. Here on x-axis this is the time period. It shows the time period, and this shows the AC quantity. It may be voltage, current or power. As per the definition, the quantity whose magnitude and direction changes with respect to time. The quantity whose magnitude and direction, here we can observe that here this is the positive direction, whereas this is the negative direction. Again this is the positive direction and this is the negative direction. So the direction changes with respect to time. As the time increases, direction also changes. So here the direction changes with respect to time. Then what about the magnitude? Here we can observe that this quantity starts from 0, but this quantity having the different value at this position, different value at this position. At every position this quantity having the various or a different value, and that's why magnitude also changes with respect to time. So this is not a constant quantity, and that's why here the magnitude and direction, both magnitude and direction changes with respect to time. So it is known as alternating quantity. Again we are going to discuss next quantity, that is the DC quantity, which is known as direct current. Here clearly we can observe the difference between the alternating quantity and direct quantity, that is AC quantity and DC quantity. Here the sinusoidal waveform showing the alternating current and straight waveform showing the direct current, that is direct quantity. The definition of the DC quantity is the quantity whose magnitude and direction does not changes with respect to time. We can see the time on x-axis. Here no magnitude and direction changes with respect to time, that is the constant straight line, and that's why this is known as the DC quantity, that is direct current quantity, in which magnitude and direction does not changes with respect to time. But if we can observing here the in alternating quantity, that is AC quantity, magnitude as well as direction changes with respect to time, but this is not happening in the DC quantity. So that is the major difference in between the DC quantity and AC quantity. Now as we have discussed that for the electronic circuitry, that is for CCTV camera, for DVR, for monitor, we need the DC power supply, and we don't have the DC power supply. We have to convert the power supply from AC power supply. So here we are using some components to convert that AC signal into the DC signal, that is or to convert the AC quantity into the DC quantity. For that purpose we are using some components such as the transformer, rectifier, regulator, and after that by using these components it can convert the AC power supply into the DC power supply. Basically this DC power supply is used to give the power supply to the DVR. For that purpose we are using SMPS, that is switched mode power supply. So we can see here. Now we are going to discuss the procedure to convert the AC quantity to DC quantity. As we all know that to handle the electronic circuit, to handle the electronic circuitry we want DC power supply. So in domestic use we have 230 volt AC power supply, whose phase value is a single phase and frequency is 50 Hz. So if we want to convert that 230 volt AC power supply into the DC power supply, we have to give the supply of 230 volt AC supply to the transformer. We all know that transformer is the device which is used to transform the energy from one form to another form. This transformer consists of two windings, that is a primary winding and secondary winding. Primary winding is used for the input purpose, whereas the secondary winding is used for the output purpose. So this 230 volt AC supply will be applied to the primary winding of the transformer, and secondary winding of transformer gives the output. So basically here there are two types of transformer, that is a step up transformer and step down transformer. As we have to decrease the voltage level, we will use the step down transformer. That means as we are providing the 230 volt AC supply, step down transformer will decrease that quantity, but transformer never converts the AC quantity into the DC quantity. Transformer always transform the quantity AC to AC. It can increase the value or decrease the value. So as we have to convert the AC quantity to DC quantity, so here we are using the step down transformer. Step down transformer will convert the 230 volt AC supply by decreasing their value into the AC, and it will be applied to the rectifier. Rectifier is the device which is used to convert that AC quantity into the DC quantity, but rectifier never converts the AC quantity into the pure DC quantity, as some AC components are present at the output of the rectifier. Hence the output of the rectifier is not a pure DC quantity. So as we discussed that the output of the rectifier having some AC components are present, that means it is not a pure DC quantity. So we have to remove that AC component, and for that purpose we are using filter here. So filter is basically used to remove the AC component present at the output of the rectifier, and then after the filter we are using the regulator, which is used to regulate, maintain or manage the power supply given by the filter, so that the regulated DC power supply we can give to our electronics component. Thank you very much.